Harish,
Hi,
how are you doing?
doing great. How are you?
Awesome. Are you in Austin right now?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, me too. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
I have to fly back to DC tomorrow though. It's not so nice there.
Oh,
But hey, congratulations.
thank you.
That's very exciting.
Yeah,
So I'm supposed to ask you some questions. I don't know. Is that okay?
yeah, of course.
So if you could just maybe briefly describe what your app does.
Yeah, so essentially, it's meant to be a platform that connects volunteers to organizations that need volunteers. So it's basically like a win-win situation.
So that probably came in handy what during COVID, I guess.
Yeah,
Or maybe when a winter storm hits and everybody gets out of power.
yeah, definitely.
So I had to plug my iPhone into my car because I had no power for 4 days.
hmm
So no apps without power, right?
Yeah.
But so what really inspired you to create this app?
It was really like me being in a rut and seeing my friends also just, during quarantine when you don't have many exciting things going on, it just feels like you're just gliding through life, not much going on,
Mm-hmm.
purpose. So if I thought, if like, I know people love to volunteer, and if maybe we could make the process easier for everyone, maybe it would make people more motivated to go ahead and try.
That's fantastic. Yeah, that's very helpful. Yeah, during a crisis too. And
Mhm.
so, are you looking forward to getting the vaccine?
Yeah, I have not gotten it yet, but I will.
Yeah. Well, you're kind of young and healthy, but I'm getting a little bit older. But I got mine about 2 weeks ago,
Oh, nice.
actually about a month ago, and so I got the Pfizer. And the first shot didn't really. It got a little sore, but then the second shot, 2 weeks later, I felt like I had the
Mhm.
flu for about 24 hours. But they say that's a good sign. That means your immune system is working to build the antibody. So
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's pretty cool when you talk about technology. Operation Warp Speed in like 8 months got
Yeah,
us to a vaccine. Just amazing.
definitely.
So, are you interested in like STEM education?
Yeah, I'm definitely. I mean, I'm not really like stick to one thing. I like business, STEM. There's a lot of different things, but STEM's one of them for sure.
Right. So, what do you think where do you think you're going to go to college, and what do you think you'll major in?
I'm hoping to go to UT Austin, stay in state.
Nice.
Um, I'm probably either going to major in computer science or business. There's actually some programs that offer like a combination of both
Yeah.
at UT Austin. So yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. I think that'd be a great combination for, it kind of combines, technology and business,
Mhm.
together. Plenty of that here in Austin, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And so, what do you think was your biggest thing that you learned from the Congressional App Challenge?
Um, I'd say it taught me a lot about how to ask for help and get across a lot of obstacles because there's a lot of like small things and some major things that I had to like get across in terms of the coding the app itself and also like how to the ideation part as well. So there are some like people I know who are extremely good at computer science, and so I think asking for help was definitely a big thing in terms of because you can't figure everything out on your own. So I think asking for help, networking with people is definitely helpful.
Oh yeah. And was it your friends or your parents or?
It was my friends actually.
Mhm. So how'd you learn how to code?
I honestly just used online resources.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean everything on the internet these days is so widely available. So
Well, we need we need good people, both in the private sector, but also in the federal government who know how to code well. I do a lot of work in cybersecurity,
oh,
and of course, coding is it's like that SolarWinds malware that came from Russia and got into their software patches, contaminated them. and was very difficult to detect it. And they were in the system for a good like 8 months before they found it, and then it took them 2 days to find the kill switch. Microsoft came in; they were able to get the kill switch to stop it, but by that time it had done a lot of damage.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, cybersecurity is a pretty. I think it's a big field right now. If you're interested in that too.
Yeah, especially going forward, data science and cybersecurity. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I've done a lot on that. Yeah, I think Austin would be great, and we, I passed this Chips for America Act to try to. After COVID hit, we realized that our supply chains coming out of China, like medical, rare earth minerals, and then advanced semiconductor chips. It's a big deal. And so I passed a bill called the Chips for America Act on the National Defense Authorization Bill. And we're trying to get the funding and tax provisions done. So what we're trying to do is incentivize the manufacturing of advanced semiconductor chips here in the United States or in our allied nations. And so create manufacturing and jobs here, but also protect our national security at the same time. So it's pretty cool. Like Samsung is a good example of a company that could really expand, right here in Austin. But they're originally from South Korea.
Yeah, my dad works at the Austin branch here.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Wow. Well, that's probably what inspired you somewhat, right? What does he do at Samsung?
He does chip design.
Yeah, that's perfect. So you're just like your dad, huh?
I guess.
That's awesome. Well, that's good. That's good influence. So what year are you in college or high school now?
I'm a sophomore.
Okay, so you got a couple more years. So
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to call in Zoom just to personally say congratulations, and let me know how I can help you in the future.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Do you have any questions of me?
Yeah, I was just wondering how STEM kind of work plays into like the work you do. I know you talked about cybersecurity, so maybe if you could elaborate a bit about that.
Well, I have focused a lot on cybersecurity when I chaired the Homeland Security Committee. Now I'm the top Republican on the Foreign Affairs Committee, and I'm looking at cyber. We've found a way to defend the nation through the Homeland Security Department. We have offensive capability through NSA and say Department of Defense. But what's sort of missing right now is an international component of international standards and norms, like what is acceptable, in cyber in the international global realm. For instance, when Russia does something like that, what should be the consequence? Or when China steals 23 million security clearances, what are the consequences to that? So I passed my Cyber Diplomacy Act, which will provide for an ambassador at large. So it will kind of really address that final component that we haven't addressed yet. And that is, when we talk to our allies and partners, say in Europe and elsewhere, just adhering to certain behavior and, norms and standards on the internet or, in cyberspace. So, and then the, Chips for America Act, that's all about advanced semiconductor chip manufacturing. So, hey, well, tell your father I said hello, and that's a great company. It's in my district, and I've been very proud to represent it over the years.
Will do.
All right. Well, great talking to you.
You too. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.